Feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty ought to be me. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah, did. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Michel. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 93 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go!
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Gronkowski, the intended target. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Kaepernick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go!
Now, Kaepernick again. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
First catch there for the rookie Ridley, and it's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, goal 66. Wide.
Now Michelle. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
20? Like 20? Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a play fake. Brady. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Michel. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Brady now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. On second down, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Let's go!
Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field. Right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Sherrills. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They pitch it out to Cook. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there out of Cook. 52 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Everson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Room to run past midfield, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back now in Foxborough. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
To throw, Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Like 20!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Brady, buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Brady. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit,
and he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And running with power here. Man open, it's Moss complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Brady to throw. On the move to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Flex round! Flex round!
They run it again with Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Handoff comes to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Give. This is Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on to stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? None!
On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Here we go. What? 90. What?
And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, they continue to make their